Hi, this is Rachel with IdeateTV. I'm here with Francis Cullado, the Executive Director of VC. What inspired you to get involved with VC?
I was an intern here about 22 years ago and started working for the film festival in 2010, and I've been here since. I'm stuck there since, so yeah.
And what's your favorite part about doing this?
Seeing a lot of community folks coming for specific programs, but seeing them all together at once has been amazing too.
It seems like VC has a real mission on preserving the archives of Asian American and Pacific Islanders. What prompts you to keep the history of our community alive?
Sometimes people think about diversity and representation, but I think it also starts with uncovering our histories that people don't know or forget about. And a lot of our work is really that, to uncover these lost stories, and not just with visual communications, but with the filmmakers that we work with, and especially within the archives, whether it's documentary or even narratives. And we've been really in community with those filmmakers to kind of tell those nuanced stories, and really more of a joyful way to guide our work to do that. And so it's been very fruitful.
I love hearing that. And it looks like this film festival has so many different things, from fellowships to documentary to narrative, like you said. Since you've been doing it for so long, what's special about this year's programs?
So this year's program, being number 40, is about connecting our elder community, cultural workers, especially in the last 40 or 50 years that the Festival of Visual Communications has been around, but connecting them with emerging young filmmakers as well. So over 40 years, 4 decades, it's been seeing multiple generations, actually, not just a single or second generation, but maybe third or fourth generation. And for these filmmakers to meet somebody maybe their grandparents' age who's been making film and paving the way towards for them has been really inspiring, I think, for them.
That's really nice to hear too, because we don't think about, I think focusing on preserving or taking care of our elders in our community is something that's not talked about enough. Are there any other ways that you've been able to see the impact of VC while you've been here?
I think just the elder care, and not just care for their histories, but for them to be empowered by their stories. Just to talk about, we have a film called We Care. It's about people kind of my age in their 40s trying to care for our parents, and what does it mean, reflective of our community to do that. But also the struggling ways to do that, and being open and brave as part of a process of talking about it, but not holding into kind of generational trauma. And so I think one of the things that we do is if you kind of show generational care, whether it's up or below, it just keeps regenerating care for the community, and I think it sort of becomes a baseline compassion just to do that. And for visual communications, we're just trying to do that through media and through films, but hopefully, the storytellers we work with, we see them making a bigger impact actually beyond us, beyond sort of sharing it with the rest of the community, the rest of the world.
I love that so much. I agree. Caretaking is not talked about, but it's such an important, it kind of infiltrates every part of our lives, but we don't get to talk about it. And then may I ask, I know that VC is also known as the Asian Pacific Film Festival. Why is it called VC, or Visual Communications?
So Visual Communications is our organizational name. It was really just, our founders saw this as a media arm of the movement to visually communicate our histories and stories. And, around the festival, you'll see our cubes exhibit, and really through photographs. For a long time, over the 40 years, we've actually went back and forth, whether it's the LA Asian American International Film Festival or LA Asian Pacific Film and Video Festival, kind of like with the content from it, and going back to VC Film Fest for a while. So for the 40th, we understood we had to go back to the source of what visual communications is. And it really is with the community and being part of it. Even though we've kind of changed names for multiple years, a lot of people within our immediate community always call this VC Film Fest. Not centering the organization per se, but the people behind it and the people that continue to support us.
Okay, I love that. Are there any final things that you would like to say?
Just join us, for the film festival, or 40th year. We start our program honoring our elder cultural workers, and we end our festival celebrating our emerging young filmmakers, and we'll be in Long Beach for the last 2 days, and we're really excited to be back there.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking with us, Francis. And I am Rachel with IdeateTV.